Hey, do you have an RV? Well, if you're watching this channel, you probably do. And if you do, you need electricity, right? Not just 12 volt. A lot of you need 110. I'm going to show you how to get that with this battery right here. And I'm going to tell you all about it right after this. Okay, when you're in an RV, you kind of have two choices for power. I guess sort of three, but two kind of go together. One is plug into an RV park, have all the electricity you want, or you're out in the mountains, out in the woods, or out in the desert like we did in Quartzsite for 6 months last year. And you need to provide your own electricity. When you're out there, you pretty much either need solar, a generator, or batteries, or a combination of those things. And one of the things we found right off the bat was we had a brand new RV with 2 lead acid batteries on it. And because the nights were getting down to mid 40s, the heater was running, and that heater was draining 2 of those batteries by 4 a.m. in the morning. So we'd wake up cold. We'd have to wait till it's generator hours, fire up the generator. Kind of sucks. So first thing I did was look into better batteries. Well, you know, if you're out there boondocking in that, a lot of times you want electricity for your coffee pot, or maybe you want to watch That Kilted Guy videos to learn more about RVing, tips and tricks, and travel adventures. Whatever your need is, a lot of you, we live on 110. We're used to it. It's convenient. And even just for your heater, ours ran on 12 volts. Our refrigerator ran on 12 volts. And between the two of them, they were draining it. Now I had to wonder, why couldn't 2 deep cycle batteries keep up? Well, there was a couple reasons. One is they weren't really very big. They put the cheapest, smallest ones on there, but there was 2 of them. The other problem is with lead acid batteries, you can only discharge them maximum of 50%, or if you go below that, you risk ruining them. With a lithium battery, you can go to 100% discharge on most of them. They have what's called a BMS, which is a battery management system, and it will protect itself from going too low. It'll just shut itself off if you get down to too low of a voltage, too low of a state of charge. Lead acid batteries don't do that. You risk ruining them. So there's a couple of reasons you might want to think about a lithium battery, and that's one of them. The other is they're actually safer. I know we've heard stories of lithium fires and that, but overall that rarely happens with properly set up system. And lead acid batteries can do that too. They melt, but they also off gas because of the, I think it's hydrochloric acid in them. They can off gas dangerous fumes. Those fumes can actually blow up. I know of somebody who blew their battery up because they went to jump start it. They got a spark. There was a buildup of fumes right there, no breeze. It actually blew up. So that can be dangerous too. So let's tell you about this one. This is the Golden Mate. It's a model LFP 12100, and it is a 12.8 volt lithium battery with 1280 watt hours. Basically, what this means is you can draw 100 amps of power out of this because it's a 100 amp hour battery for 1 hour, or 50 amps for 2 hours, and so on. Now, normally when you run something like TV and watching That Kilted Guy, or maybe you're watching Barney Miller, I don't know. Whatever you're watching, a TV doesn't use much these days. Our TV in our RV is bigger than this, and I think all total we were using like 70 watts, which is really low because TVs are pretty efficient these days. Now, if you're a heavy user and you need to run more appliances more often, like I did this winter because I'm a YouTuber, I was editing videos till midnight, things like that, you might need more, but you can hook 2 of these up together, and I think you can hook up to 4 of these together and get more power. Now, how do you charge one? You can charge these multiple ways. You can plug it into a wall outlet if you got a wall charger for one of these for a lithium battery. You can also do it with your generator. generator will charge one of these. You can also hook them up to solar. You'd have to look up how to do that. That's what we ended up doing. We had a generator and we went with solar. But you can get by with just a generator each day. You run it for a little while. You charge this back up. At night, you've got power when it's quiet hours. You don't want to have a generator running. You've got 110. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to do that with this little test here. And there's another way you can do that. You can buy like one of these Jackery type batteries, EcoFlow, all these. But I think this is a better value if you just need a simple 110 situation. Get you a little inverter like this. This one's pretty small. It's just for demo purposes. We have a big one in our RV. But you get you an inverter, hook that up, and there you got it, 110 off of your 12 volt. This still has to be charged some way, so you still got that issue. In comparison to capacity, this is 280 watt hour. This is 1280 watt hour. So it's like 1,000 more watt hours. This can also, of course, it can run your 12 volt stuff and your 110 stuff at the same time. Now, other uses for this could be trolling motors, fish finders. If you're a fisherman, this thing is going to last you way longer than that lead acid battery, and they actually weigh half as much for the same amount of power. It's like half the weight, I think, for the same amount of energy. So let's put this thing to the test and just show you a little demonstration of what it can do besides playing That Kilted Guy. No, there's a lot more to YouTube than that. Just messing with you. Matter of fact, let's turn that off. There, if you got a magic thumb snapper like I do, you can turn it on and off and you don't even need to plug it in. Maybe I am magic. But no, let's do a quick voltage check on this. For that, I'm gonna have to put my glasses back on, and I'll just tell you what the voltage is. And we're at 13.3. So since the normal is 12.8 up to like 14.4, it's right in the right range. It should have pretty close to full capacity. We're not gonna test that because I'm pretty sure it's gonna come pretty close, and if it's off by 10%, is that really that important? Main thing is the value, and I can tell you right now, this battery is only right around 300 as of September 2023. There's actually a discount on Amazon right now. I'll put a link to this in the description down below. We do make like a whole 3% on it if you buy it, but it does help us out. It's pretty good value. You can also get 2 of these for just over 500, so really good value. Honestly, I bought a 200 amp hour battery in Quartzsite and I paid $1,800, so this is a steal. I wish I'd have known that, but I didn't have much choice. I had to buy what they had. I didn't have time to wait. And be looking for my book, The First Time Survivor's Guide to Quartzsite, Arizona Boondocking. And we wrote that because last year it was quite a learning experience. I'm going to share lots of tips with you. Check out my email list down below and we'll notify you when it comes out. So let's see, what we're going to do is to hook this up, I'm just going to pop these protective caps off, and these are actually really nice. I like this. Mine don't have this, my $1,800 one. It's got exposed terminals right here, and that always concerns me a little. Something shorts out across it, it could be quite a fire. So I'm just going to, it'd be quite a spark show anyway. So we're just going to tighten that down a little bit, leave those exposed, and we'll just hook up this 400 watt inverter here. Now all an inverter is it's an electronic device that converts 12 volt to 110. So 400 watt will run about 3.5 amps. So this is meant to like charge your laptop or something. I just picked this up just to demo this. And there you should be able to see we got the blue light going here. This is just a little accent light, so you can see we have power. Generally the rule is roughly whatever the appliance over on the 110 side is drawing in amperage, it's going to draw 10 times as much over here, and it's because of the math thing. This is 120 volts output, this is 12.8, so it's roughly 10 times the difference. So you can draw roughly, I'd say safely 7 or 8 amps on this. So if you've got the right inverter and all, you might better run a coffee pot. You just have to look up what it draws. They all are going to draw a little bit different. Oh, and by the way, if you're heading to Quartzsite this winter for snowbirding, be sure and check out these videos. popping up right here.